Hello, friends. I'm Doug Terrell. This is History and Comment for the 22nd day of September, 2021. It is the 265th day of the year. At 3:20 Eastern Time this afternoon, the sun will pass over the equator and fall will officially begin. In 1761, Britain gets a new king and queen when George III is coronated. He had been acting king for almost a year following the death of George II. George III will be king during the lead-up to the American Revolution and the War of 1812. He will be the longest-serving British monarch up to that time. In a bit of a twist, on this day 138 years later, his granddaughter, Queen Victoria, will surpass him and become the longest reigning. Elizabeth II is the great-granddaughter of Victoria and currently holds the record for longest serving. Next February, she will celebrate 70 years on the throne. And in May of 2024, she will surpass Louis XIV of France as the longest in any realm. If you follow the royals, enjoy this period. Prince Charles will have a fairly short reign, and Prince William will not set any records, as he is already 39. The office of Postmaster General is created in 1789. Samuel Osgood of Massachusetts will be the first under the Constitution and the fourth overall. President Lincoln releases a preliminary version of the Emancipation Proclamation during the height of the Civil War in 1862. Politics, and especially politics during a war, are a chess game on a grand scale. Lincoln is considered the great emancipator, and this proclamation is key to that legacy. It is a document that every citizen should read carefully. Lincoln deserves a lot of credit, but the Emancipation Proclamation was purely a political stunt and really had no effect. It did not address slaves in the border states that stayed in the Union. Frank Willard is a British engineer born in 1883. While we have forgotten his engineering, he pioneered what is known today as lean manufacturing. Baseball Hall of Famer Tommy Lasorda is born in 1927. He played for a few years in the late 50s, mostly for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Coached in the minors for nearly 20 years before returning to the majors as a coach and later manager of the LA Dodgers. In 1981, a choreographer topped the charts with the song Mickey. That choreographer was Toni Basil, and she is 78 today. Singer Debbie Boone is 65. She has had a few hits over the years across a couple of genres. She is the daughter of singer Pat Boone and the granddaughter of country singer Red Foley. Journalist and Fox News anchor Neil Cavuto is 63 today. He shares a birthday with rocker Joan Jett. Cavuto's career has reached a rather lofty plateau, while Jett is still trying to be an 80s rocker. Actor Scott Baio still shows up occasionally in the public, but he hasn't had much of an acting career since Happy Days. Today is his birthday. The year is not clear. He is either 60 or 61. In 1979, the U.S. government has a satellite watching the South Pacific Ocean for a nuclear test blast. It detects a flash. The details are still classified. Someone tested something, and they don't want to talk about it. The text of the Dead Sea Scrolls are made public on this day in 1991. And that's History and Comments for the 22nd day of September. I'm Doug Terrell. Now go and do something worth remembering.